Has someone ever been obsessed with you in a way they literally tie you around their day? This was the story of Amma, who in her first year in the university, met this guy, Edward. Edward was swept off his feet by her beauty, so he pursued her. Luckily, she equally found him interesting. Their relationship had just started when Edward was about to leave school as a finalist. The problem is, it was almost time for him to leave Ghana. Edward was an excellent Nigerian student who came to Ghana for his degree. He didn't want to return to Lagos, leaving this beauty behind, so he started a business there and gained his permanent residence in Ghana. Before Ama graduated, his business was already thriving, so she moved in to live with him. This made their bond stronger, because Edward went with her to the shop, church, eatery, everywhere, except when he traveled to China or Dubai, on business trips. Even then, he would call her on video calls at every opportunity. They lived together, building love and wealth, till Edward became financially comfortable. He built a mansion in Accra, and moved in with Amma. With no doubt in his heart, Amma is the woman he wants to spend the rest of his life with. But, whenever the thought or topic of marrying her arose, he had this premonition that scared him. He didn't know why, and didn't tell anyone about it. Regardless, he fixed a date for his introduction. Edward took wine to Amma's family, to formally ask for her hand. They welcomed him warmly, but then told him something unexpected. They are not Ama's real family.
Amma was originally named Amara. Her aunt had taken her to Ghana after marrying there and began calling her Amma. Everyone assumed Amma was simply a Ghanaian name. Her aunt gave Edward the address of Amma's real family in Nigeria and agreed on a date for the traditional introduction and marriage rites. But from that moment, Edward's premonition became stronger and his fears grew bigger. He traveled to Nigeria to inform his parents about the upcoming marriage and showed them the address of Amma's community. His father looked at it and said, "That community isn't far from ours." This gave Edward a bit of peace, but as the introduction date drew near, his fears returned stronger than ever. Let me tell you something about Edward. He grew up in Lagos, Nigeria, with his parents and siblings. They are from eastern Nigeria and never traveled to their village, so he knows nothing about his people except those of them he had met in Lagos. Finally, the day before the introduction, Edward's family traveled to their hometown. While they were preparing for the big event, Edward saw a familiar face in their compound. "Amma, my love, what are you doing here?" he asked. Amma stood at the entrance, equally surprised. She explained that she had come with her aunt to meet her maternal family, to invite them as well. Edward froze. Then Amma's aunt walked in. Her eyes scanned the faces, the preparations, then they settled on Edward. Her face dropped. She gathered the family and spoke slowly. "This is my late sister's daughter, Amara. I took her to Ghana years ago and raised her as my own." Amma's aunt was Edward's father's half-sister. Amma was Edward's cousin.
What?
The elders were called. They listened carefully, then asked a single question. "Have you consummated your love?"